Good morning, I'm Dee Dee.
I'm Robert.
And we are going to take you with us today on whatever the heck it is that we're doing. How are you gonna accomplish anything without your Crocs on?
Well, I haven't put them on yet. That's better.
Now you are ready to work. Finally, goodness.
Ready to go
I wonder
now.
when you were ever gonna get with the program.
Wait a minute, have you joined the Socks and Crocs crew?
I bought myself a little pair of Crocs because I needed them for just running around in the yard. I will say though, they're very comfortable and mine have like the little back straps so they don't like just fall off. However, just a note, if you decide to go the Croc direction, Crocs and pea gravel don't always go together super well. Every time I walk in the pea gravel, it goes in the little holes of my Crocs. But at the same time, you can lift up your foot and shake it back out the little hole, so you get like this fun little dance in the meantime.
Are you on Team Socks and Crocs now?
Heck yeah, socks and Crocs, man. You can do anything with socks and Crocs. Good morning.
Good morning.
It is Saturday, a smoky Saturday morning. Oops, where'd our heads go? Get down here on my level. It's a smoky Saturday morning, but we are going to, it's only supposed to be a high of 75 today, which is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Because it's been like 90, 95.
Yeah.
So that's pretty exciting. So we could get a lot of stuff done today. And when I say a lot of stuff, I mean a lot of painting and caulking on the house, because that has got to be a focus.
It's a project that I've been dreading a little bit. I don't know about you.
Yeah, but I mean, I've been working on it. I spent literally all day on Tuesday, like caulking and painting the front of the house. So I've been working on it against my will and dreading every time that I do. But that's okay. We're gonna get it done, and we have to really like kick it into gear because summer is starting to wind down a little bit. Our weather usually is good through October-ish, mid-October. But you know, it's already middle of August, so we've got some more projects that we need to wrap up, and painting is the biggest of them. So we will take you along today, and hopefully, we are very hopeful that we can get a lot done between the two of us. So that's exciting. I hope that we can. And
the four of us, the cats will definitely
I was about to say, and our friends will be helping us along the way, climbing our ladders while we are on them, falling off of the fences, all of the fun stuff that they do. So,
all right, let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, so what I'm going to be working on today is I'm going to be working on the front of the house. I worked on it all day on Tuesday, and I got a lot of the caulking done. We were caulking like every single crack, basically just to really have it sealed up nice. And it looks really good. It has like a really nice finished look. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I have most of the caulking done. There's a few more spaces that were larger that I need to come in with the second round of caulking. Then the next thing I'm going to be doing after I get the caulking done, and while that's drying, I'm going to be putting some stain blocker on the ceiling of the porch.
So we use cedar for the roof decking above the porch, just to give it a nice detail, little tongue and groove. But with cedar, you have a lot of tannin bleed. So what happened is we painted it, but as you can see, it's bleeding through quite a bit. So we picked up a stain blocker specifically to help with cedar tannin bleed. We'll coat it with that, and then we'll put another coat on of the paint that we're using.
Once I have that on and that is drying, I will come back in and I'm going to start working on the trim color, which is this dark green. Okay, where you can see it. I'm going to come back in and I'm going to be working on this trim color, which is dark green. I've already caulked all of this pretty well. I think it's pretty well good to go. So I'm going to be working on that. That's all of the trim, and then also the foundation is going to be that color. So I'll be working on all of that. What are you up to?
So it was a week or two ago, I painted what I could down low. I'm going to be working on eaves and everything up high today. Try and get that busted out, first coat on everything. Because that's a lot of tall ladder work up on the second floor there. So that's my goal for today.
So I've been working on the house for, I don't know, a little while now. Got my head covering on because I always stick my hair in the paint. And so I've got the caulking done. I've got about 2/3 of the roof done on the porch, and I think we'll go check on Robert and see how he's doing and if he needs anything. Well, I actually don't know where Robert is. I thought that he was up there, but apparently he's not, so maybe he went inside for a minute. We were coming to check on you, and I went to look for you on the roof, and you weren't there.
So it's super slick up on the roof, and I'm imagining paint and me flying everywhere, and paint all over the roof, and me on the ground. So I actually stole an old gate handle. I'm gonna actually lag that up in there, and then I can hook myself to the eave and move around and paint.
Oh, that's good thinking. We'll check back in with you in a little bit then. How many times have you been told not to get on the greenhouse? And where are you? You're on the greenhouse. How are you gonna get down from there? It seems short-sighted.
You are not supposed to be climbing. Oh, you know you were being bad. You're not supposed to be climbing with 3 legs, buddy.
Don't drink that water. It's not a good habit. It doesn't have anything in it yet, but it's going to. Okay, so I have the first coat on the porch roof. Yeah, I have the first coat on the porch roof ceiling, whatever you want to call it. There's still a lot of bleed through, so that is not encouraging. I'm going to go ahead and wait a few minutes for this to dry. It says it's supposed to dry within an hour. The first portion that I did is already starting to dry, so I think what I'll do is give it a few more minutes, and then I'll start going back over it. And I'm really hopeful that at least with the second coat that it'll knock down all that bleed through that I'm dealing with. So we'll see how it goes.
All right, so the stain blocker that we bought that specifically says it prevents tannin bleed through. We've done 3 coats on in a test spot, still bleeding through. But you know what doesn't bleed through? A can of Krylon spray paint. So I think that's the route we're gonna go to solve this.
Some people tell me, I mean, I wouldn't claim this myself, but some people tell me I have a green thumb.
We got some bees to take care of, and I gotta scrape that off before we can paint.
Oh.
I got in a fight with the caulking gun and some paint cans, but
Oh, wow. What did I tell you earlier? By the time that you're done painting, you'll be wearing painter's whites.
Yep. I'm almost there. Making some headway, working along the back. Dee Dee's doing all the detail and finish on the front. It's looking really good. I'm just trying to slap up first coats on everything. And then tomorrow I think we'll work on caulking and second coats, and finish work on the back. But just trying to blaze through as much as we can, as quick as we can, with a 4-inch brush. How's the painting going?
Slow.
Slow.
I'm not a fast painter, and there has been so much detail and piddly stuff to do, but that's okay. Making my way through it.
Not to mention it's board and batten, so there is. Oh, hey, I got my little harness still on.
This is your leash.
Forgot I had it on.
Yeah, that way if he tries to run away, I can just be like, get back here and do some painting. Just kidding.
It's board and batten too, so there's just, I mean, there's just tons of detail in it, which takes forever.
I'm so tired, and my arm, I don't even actually know if my arm is there anymore.
Yeah.
This brush is now part of my hand, so I'm hoping you can learn to live with the two of us together. It could be fun. I can help you put lotion on your back. I'm so tired, I'm starting to lose it. But I'm almost done with the stupid front of this house, and I never want to see it again. So we have to use the back door from now on.
All right, so here's a couple things that we do to just make things easier and save time. We don't actually wash out our brushes. We just wrap them in saran wrap, and they will stay like that for a very long time and still be usable. And then our paint trays or paint cans that we use, we don't actually clean those out either. This we just left sitting out overnight, and then in the morning sun, and you literally can just peel it right out of here, and didn't even have to mess with any cleanup. So I mean, you can see it's just peeling right out. All good, ready to go.
Okay, so of note, we're doing a first coat on this rough wood cedar siding. The reason we're doing a coat before we do all of the caulking is because the siding is super rough. And so when you're trying to caulk that and you're running your finger down it, it is not comfortable. You just get a lot of splinters and pokes and stuff. So we're getting the first coat on anyway, since it's gonna take more than one coat. Then I come back in and I'll be working on all of the caulking. Sunday, I'm tired. Oh, there's your head. We got both of our heads. It's really bright. But did your intro include the secret to happiness?
My intro did not.
All right, well, I feel like it would be a disservice if we didn't share with everybody the secret to happiness. So, I learned yesterday, you want to know? Yesterday, somewhere around the time of 9:57-ish, I figured out, I always wear these things on my hair because inevitably I could paint a spot and then I lean over and stick my head in it every time. Anyway, yesterday I learned that if you don't tie these super tight, one, it doesn't cut off your head circulation, so that is a major win. And two, it stays on better, like if you don't have it super tight, because if it's super tight, it kind of like, I don't know, like wiggles its way up. But yeah, so that's my tip for the secret to happiness. That's all I got. Are you trying to tell me that you haven't figured out the secret to happiness?
Yeah, it's quick and simple. It's called a baseball cap.
No, it's not the same. It's not the same. I like to wear a baseball cap over my do-rag. Yeah, that's how I roll. What? Gross. Ew. Ugh.
You know I love snakes, right?
I know. That's why I picked it up for you.
Thank you.
Because I know you're scared and always have to save you. Do you want your hat?
But that's my secret to happiness. Alright, this will work.
Do you want to wear mine?
Come.
I think it'll look good on you, especially with the ribbon and the bow.
Yeah. So this is a technique that I haven't seen before. I saw you over here caulking and then painting with water.
Yeah, so what I'm doing is, because we had to cover a window that was right here in the bathroom, We patched that, and then there's splits though in the battens where we've kind of patched it, so I want to fill those in so you can't really see them. Also, there's a lot of, I mean, this is rough sawn cedar, and so there's a lot of like cracks and holes and stuff in it, and then you've got, you know, fairly big cracks from, you know, the batten sitting up against it, and we just like it to look really like finished and polished, really nice looking, so which is why we're going through the effort of doing all the caulking. But with this, doing it this way, since it's so hot outside today, our caulking is drying almost as fast as we can get it up. So using the paintbrush in the water, you get a really nice clean line. It kind of, in some areas, if you're filling holes or like larger cracks, it makes kind of just like a slurry almost. And it just makes it so smooth and nice, and you get a nice, clean, smooth finish. And it saves your fingers from being ripped to shreds from trying to like smooth those caulking lines. So it's working really, really well.
It looks really good.
Thank you.
There's a new day that will come again tomorrow. There's a new day to wash away the pain. There's a new day to take away your sorrow, and the old ways get washed out by the rain. Darling, you've got to keep holding on through the night, 'cause I promise you this: if you try to get some sleep, if you give up the fight, if only just for a bit, there's a new day to leave behind your troubles. There's a new day, and it will set you free. There's a new day to get you through your struggles. I will always think of you and me. Darling, you've got to keep holding on through the night, 'cause I promise you this: if you try to get some sleep.
Well, I'm a pretty tall guy, and I don't know if you can see that or not, but that sunflower is probably pushing 10 foot right now. That's pretty crazy. So we have a lot of nice short sunflowers. I don't know what breed these are. I don't know what kind these are, but we had a bunch of sunflowers blooming out. These big tall ones are just getting ready to put out seed heads. The fence behind me is about 8 foot tall, and you can see we got a couple foot above the fence there. We've still got a lot left to do. We're just kind of getting started, but what a difference. The shabby little cabin that we bought years ago, it's finally starting to look like a house. So very excited. Thanks so much for joining us. I hope you guys have a great night. We'll see you later.
We may have it all, up the ladder, down the wall, different mysteries, full life mix mixed with tears. We are happy most of the time, and we get along better than fine. Left and right we prayed, through the ups and downs we swayed. It's easy either way. When I'm covered in